Alright, sorry guys. Uh, I am with you now. I had to just go to the text to speech and get all that sorted out. The joys of being me. For the people that have unsubscribed, don't unsubscribe. Subscribe, please, if you don't mind. There has been two people have just unsubscribed now, and I'm not very happy with that. So please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to build it up, not make it go down, fellas. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, I'd be most appreciated. And hello to all the moderators that are joining me for this live stream. I do appreciate you guys being here. Um, and yeah, all the love and respect for you guys. Um, we have got a lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening. Yeah, today there'll be lots of videos with me and say with me, Brooke, whatever if she got, could they change their names for the videos, right? And I totally get that, but I don't know what Brooks has put down, her name or that name she's going to be using. So it makes it hard for me to keep up with what names they have chosen to be on videos, which I totally get it. Also, I hope to hear about Van this afternoon. He did say he's going to update me about the van this afternoon. So we are waiting to hear about that. Um, yeah, it'll definitely be ready this week. I have been told it'll be definitely ready this week, 100% ready this week. So I'm looking forward for that. Um, and lots of other stuff I've got to do with it. Lots of other stuff that needs to be done with it. Um, Basically, it needs, the service brakes done, stuff like that. I need the whole lot done to it, the brakes, service, stuff like that. Looked at, rotors, probably ordered, stuff like that. I want it gone through, like a fine tooth comb, so I know what is there and what's, not hiding sort of stuff. That's why I'm just waiting for it to get back so I can put finish the touches that I've got to do, like put the carpet in, stuff like that, and take it down to my mechanic with whoever's on with me and say, look, I want to book it in for its service, to do its oil filter brake, stuff like that. And getting a wheel alignment too and getting balance and get that all done. It has been a while since I've been in Troy. It's been over a month since I've had the van back. I know a lot of you have been thinking, a lot of you guys have been saying to me, "Well, that is a hell of a long time not to have your van, Pete. What's going on with these people? Why are they taking so long?" They finished their side of the carpentry, a couple of weeks ago. So they finished that a couple of weeks ago, which was good. We're just waiting on the lady that does the curtain material to sew the curtains up and to drop the material off so the guys can put it up, clean it up a bit, and then he'll give me a call and say, Pete, van's ready, come and pick it up. So we're just waiting on the curtain material at the moment. Just that the lady has been so snowed under. And he did say to the lady, well, look, it is urgent. I do need the material for the van. So we are just waiting on that. So as soon as we get that, we will be right to go. For people that are wondering. Ah, ah, hello, surface stuff. I just want to put your volume down. Oh man, why is it doing this to me today? Sorry guys, this phone is really pissing me off today. There we go. They could be, maybe taking the rubbers out, that's about it, playing a bit of waiting on the phone call for the van, stuff like that. I really can't do much without the van, to tell you the truth, and it being a rainy day sort of thing too doesn't help things, along. So yeah, I cannot do much without my van. There might be a video of me trying to open the toolbox today if anyone wants to see that. I've lost the keys. So there could be a video on that, me trying to open a toolbox. Because I do have to get into my toolbox. And the top of my toolbox is locked. And I do have to either break the lock to get into it because I haven't got any key to get into it. So I might have to do that today to see what's actually in the toolbox. No, I might have the keys I don't think the keys were locked in because I don't think you could lock the keys in with that toolbox. Um, I do have to try and get into that toolbox so I can see what is going on inside there. So there might be that. Um, I don't even know what that comment meant, my friend. So if you can um, explain what that comment was about, because none of us really got what you just said, my friend. We're all still trying to work out what you're talking about. And it makes it very hard on a live stream when you keep saying used. Um, just keep an eye on him, moderators, and make sure that he's not doing anything wrong if you don't mind. I've, we've come so close now to getting the channel up and running the way we should have it up and running. And I would like the channel to continue to be up and running without people trying to bring the channel, without trying to bring the channel down. So, man, it is getting, we've just finished our summer here, so it's getting on to autumn, and then there'll be winter. Or was it spring, winter? I think it's autumn, winter. There we go. I keep getting mixed up with the what do you call it? The say with me winter, autumn sort of thing. So do forgive me for that, my friends. It's very hard when you really don't know much about autumn and spring and stuff like that, and you sort of make it up as you go along, sort of thing. Oh man, this bloody. I'm a friend. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. If you haven't subscribed, people, subscribe. We only need 105 subscribers because people keep dropping off and that really shits me off. So if you can stay subscribed to the channel, it would be appreciated. There's lots of content coming your way. So please, if I can ask you to stay subscribed to my channel, it would help me out a hell of a lot. There's nothing worse than people subscribing to someone's channel and then they think, oh, well, I'll unsubscribe. We don't do that here. We stay subscribed to the channel. So please stay subscribed to the channel. Mhm. Yeah, I've been fine, mate. Just waiting for the van news. Today we should hear something about it. He did say he was going to give me an update this afternoon. About the progress. You know, some material arrived on Friday, which was good news. Now we're just waiting for the curtain maker to pull her finger out and get the job done, so I can have the vehicle back. We, I'm not blaming them. It's not their fault. I totally get that. It's just waiting for the curtain maker to hurry up and get the job done. It always happens when you source material out to people outside the building that's outside the van building. There's always then a delay because that person then gets other orders in, and then they get a rush on this, and then they just get too caught up in doing other people's stuff. So I'm hoping she does hurry up and get that stuff done. Because I do want to get the van back. So please hurry up with my curtains, will you? Because it has been very, very frustrating waiting for a van to be finished. Would I go through this again? No way, never. Um, Next time, if I do decide to get a van, another van, I'd buy a camper straight out. That's it, decked out. No questions asked, done. I wouldn't go through this again. No, I wouldn't. It's just too frustrating and pointless going through it all again. We could buy one that's decked out, So no, I wouldn't go through it again for people that are wondering. And I know you're all waiting for it to come back. Well, so am I. There's nothing more than I want for it to come back because I want to get the service out of the way and stuff like that done to it. But we will be taking it for a grand tour. I'm going to check everything out in it. So yeah. Mercedes are good, but they cost a lot of money for the parts because, as you know, they're a German vehicle and they cost a lot of money for the parts. So, Toyota are the best, in my opinion, for a Japanese vehicle. They're a vehicle that goes and goes and goes and goes, no matter what you chuck at them. They still come back for more. Mercedes are a good van, don't get me wrong. I've got nothing against them, but just that they are a lot of money when something goes wrong because you've got German parts on them, and it's a lot of money. So yeah. I mean, that's my opinion. Everyone else has got their own opinion to what sort of vehicles they do drive, and I do love and respect everyone else's opinion. So yeah, I'm just putting that out there. If anyone else wants to ask questions, feel free to ask me questions. Yep, I can believe that. I know they go for big Ks. I do know they go for big K, but I bet you have spent a lot of money on the parts on it. The weather is pretty grey. It's gonna rain. Um, it's that sort of week where they forecast rain and sort of thing. It would happen to be a week that I've got to go pick up my van this week. That it's gonna rain and stuff like that. I wanted it to be a clear day to do the videos on it for you guys. The unveiling videos on it. So it is gonna rain, and that makes it a bit hard to do the videos, but I will try and get the videos out for you guys. At the meantime, just be patient on the videos that do come out, of us talking and stuff like that. They're just videos that I can do at the moment. Not having a vehicle does make it pretty hard, for me. Rain, yeah, geez, must be cold. You haven't seen Olivia there, have you? Olivia at the moment, is in Liverpool. She's been there for nearly 4 months now. Um, we're hoping she does come back soon, because, I do miss not seeing Olivia because she was very much part of our team, as you know, so I'm hoping she does come back, because she's a really nice person. So, yeah, I'm hoping she does come back to us. She was really, a fun person to be with, a nice person, so I really do, hope that she comes back. Um, oh, further north than you, okay, fair enough, I totally get it. Fair enough. Yeah, I totally get it. Hopefully she'll, return back to Australia because I know she doesn't really like the cold weather. She told me before she left, she said, "Oh, Pete, I'm not looking forward to going there because I don't like the cold weather. I'm used to the hot weather." And I did say to her, "Well, yeah, I totally get that. I really do. It's hard too because I'm still trying to get my head around it because Olivia, as you know, to put some very much. Olivia, as you know, just bought that car that she's got hybrid, and she's got the repayments and all that to do on it, and I find that very, I found it really silly in a way. I know she's a family person, family comes first, to look after the family. Uh, I totally get that. Don't get me wrong about that, but I did find it a bit strange that you go out and buy a car, and then you then have to go overseas for 3 or 4 months looking after your sister's, say with me, son, because he's got eczema, and I feel sorry that he's got it, don't get me wrong, But I'm just worried about Olivia too because, at the moment, who's paying the car payments for her? And I really feel sorry for her. The car's been sitting around for about nearly 3 months now, and, it can't be doing it any good just sitting around doing nothing. So I do feel sorry for her. I wish she would come back. She's a very lovely person. I got all the love and respect for Olivia, all the love and respect for her. Great lady. And so we don't have that talk on the channel. I have reminded people already, so please don't talk about that. I've got water here, yes, but I don't want to drink water yet because I'm not thirsty. When I'm thirsty, I will drink water for that. Wanted me to drink water. Other people leaving strange comments now. Please do ask questions, but make sure they're sensible. We don't want any questions that are not sensible on the channel, so try and keep it, pretty, standard questions. No questions that are going to upset other people that are on my channel, because that's not the way the channel rolls. So if you can ask questions that everyone can communicate with instead of asking questions that are completely stupid and people don't understand. We don't need that on the channel. So do ask questions that are sensible, not questions that are complete bullshit, if you don't mind. I'm sorry to put it like that to you people, but a lot of people come on here asking stupid questions. Yes, please do, because I do the live streams for you guys. So please do. Tortoises are not bad. I've got nothing against tortoises. No, they're okay. I do believe they live to 100 years old. I could be wrong. If someone can clarify how old a tortoise lives to, then yeah, that will be good. I do think they live to 100 years old, but as I said, I'm not quite sure. I could be wrong. Nothing wrong with your name, mate. Oh my God, here we go again. Um, if you've got questions, please do ask questions, guys. It does help the algorithm of the channel and it does get more subscribers on the channel. And hit the like button, guys. If you do like the live streams, do hit the like button. Please do join. Um, in Queensland, Australia, my friend, is where I'm from. Um, and doing my live streams and talking to you guys and all that. Is going to be a fairly busy week, probably. I haven't heard any other news to tell me otherwise. So yeah, it's going to be a busy week, and I'm looking forward to being busy in the week and stuff like that. What was I going to say? I had a funny dream last night. I don't know if anyone has these sort of dreams that I have. I had this funny dream. Right, I had this dream that I was living back down in Melbourne and stuff like that. And I wanted to come back up to Queensland and stuff like that. My parents had shifted back to Melbourne, but I'm always having the same dream that I'm in the same old house that I lived in when I was down in Melbourne and Craigieburn there. I had the same dream that I'm in that house. And yeah, can anyone explain to me why I'm having this dream? Like every so often I would have this dream about me being down there and not being happy and wanting to come back up to the coast. So if anyone can explain that to me, I'll be very grateful. Um, is it a constant dream that I'm having, or is it just something that you know? Can anyone explain it to me? if you don't mind. And of course, I've got all the love and respect for you guys that have been on this channel. As you know, there's a lot of people that have been following me on TikTok, and I do appreciate all the people that have been on TikTok that have been following me. Always get crazy people doing stuff here with these cars and that, hotting up cars with exhaust and all that. So I do apologise about the cars that are doing stupid things. Yeah, I've just read that question. We don't talk about war and stuff like that on the channel. So, if you wouldn't mind not talking about that, I would very much be appreciated, my friends, about that. But do join in, ask me questions, have a bit of fun with me by asking me questions, find out more about the content we're going to put out. Um, what would you guys like to see when the van does get back? What would you like us to do? Give us some ideas and we'll try and do them for you. It's very hard, as I said, to do content without the van. So, as soon as that get back, we'll be able to do some content. Um, yeah, it's very hard to do content too when it's raining because the dog. I do have to take the dog out with me. And it makes it very hard when I can't take the dog out with me because then the dog stays at home and he don't like that. And my mother and father have trouble looking after him. So basically, I have to do content work and take the dog with me, because he can't stay at home because he's going through that teenage years of his life. He's at 1 year, 3 months old. So yeah, she does have to come with us. He definitely needs a haircut. He's going to go for his haircut. He's turned out to be a great dog. Last night, I was sort of, I got up to go to little boy's room, right? And Butch was waiting at the bed, where I sleep. He got into my position where I sleep on the bed, right? And he was waiting for me to come back. And, and when I got back, Butch was waiting for me, right? And I'm thinking to myself, this is pretty cool. The dog is waiting. Because when I had little Cindy, she used to do the same, but she'd sort of be a dog that would move straight off. She wouldn't sort of let you, give her a stomach rub or stuff like that. And Butch is different. He likes having his tummy rubbed and stuff like that. He's good like that. But little Cindy, she was a bit different than what Butch is. She didn't like a tummy rub. She'd sort of nip you and stuff like that. And it has been, next in July this year, it will be coming up to a year already that that Cindy has passed away. So yeah, that is a long time. Um, yeah, not doing too bad today, my friend. Um, just doing the live stream till Brooke gets here. But I don't know what names he's using. So we have to see what name. It's good to have the support workers back on the videos with me again and the live streams and that. That's really good news. We do hope to get back into doing content with the van when it does get back. The only thing I masseuse that I did say on the live stream, um, on I think it was Sunday or Saturday's live. I can't remember which live it was. I did say I wanted to have a bit more freedom with the monitoring of the channel. Like I didn't want the ladies from HR to keep watching my live streams and finding fault with this, finding fault. Oh, you broke that rule. You broke that rule. This rule. I don't want them to be too strict over videos. I want the videos to stay the way they are. Happy, funny sort of videos. So I'm hoping that they will not constantly monitor the channel because I don't like the word HR. They make me nervous. There's the big boss sort of handed it over to the people to HR, and that sort of it was a bit upsetting. That they don't trust me to it is my channel, and believe me, I have got rights. So yeah, I was a little bit annoyed about that when they said to me, "Oh, the HR people are going to take responsibility for it." I totally don't like that. My friend, can you get rid of that guy? I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Can you get rid of him? He's making no sense on the channel. If you can get rid of him, I would appreciate it. That would be a great help to me if you can get rid of that person that seems to be leaving these weird kind of messages that we don't understand. Thank you, Matus. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I didn't even know what he was talking about then. He was just talking a different language, I think. But we do get people like that, guys. So don't worry about people that do leave random things. Thank you, my friend. Do appreciate it. It's good to have good help on the channel. A lot of people don't realize having ADHD and autism. When you're running a YouTube channel and a TikTok channel and you have trouble with your reading and your writing, it makes it very hard for me. Bloody sandfly out here. It makes it very hard for me to run the channel and people keep leaving all these funny questions to me and stuff like that. All I'm asking, if you can keep your comments reasonable, have a joke. I don't mind having a joke, but just keep them reasonable. Yes, please, if you don't mind. Positivity is what we want on the channel, not negativity. The channel is trying to be positive, and we're all trying to stay positive, all moving forward in the future. We're all trying to do new content, new videos for you guys to watch, and we would appreciate if you guys can join us for the ride. Be supportive on the channel. Um, yeah, you can have a joke. I don't mind that. I know people are thinking, well, why are you so strict about the channel, Pete? What happened to the good old days when you used to joke and you used to be fun and you used to do this and I used to do that? But the trouble is, with these new rules and regulations that the company has made for me, let's get this question. Yes, please. Because when I do the live streams, it's there for everyone to get together on my live streams and talk to one another, and for you guys to be in the chat, having a conversation one with the other. That's why I do my live stream, so I can get to know you, and you can ask me questions, and you can get to know what the channel's about, and hopefully tell your friends about the channel, and they get to subscribe and watch all the videos and stuff like that that we have put out in the past. The old videos are still up there. They are still up there. Thank you, Seth Matooth. I do appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. Yeah, I can't believe too, and I've got to bring this up. I know a lot of people are probably thinking, "Oh God, he's going to bring something else up on his channel." This I have to bring up. I didn't reckon it was fair the way that the support workers have got the right to just say, "Okay, I want those videos taken down now from the playlist." I didn't reckon that was right. I reckon it's my channel. If you sign up to be on my channel to help me with my videos and to be on the videos, I reckon it should be my right to say, no, I want those videos left up. If you agree to be on camera with me and, the videos are what we do memories about on my channel, yeah, then they should be left up on my channel. Because at the end of the day, it is my channel. Both of them are my channel. So I do reckon that they should be left up on the channel. That and the constant monetizing of the channel from the people of HR. I want that to be sort of relaxed a bit because I do want to step up to the plate and try and do my best to run the channel the best that I can with my support workers' help. It gives them a bit of responsibility too. It makes them better people in their lives. So I am going to have a talk to them about that because I do want a bit of freedom in what we do on the channel, film our tasks, stuff like that. But I don't want it to be also, filming what Peter does, his tasks and his chores and stuff like that. I don't want it to make it a boring channel where people are just seeing Peter do tasks, stuff like that. filming his goals, filming this. I want it to be fun filming. I don't want to sit there being someone boring. Oh, I'm going to film my goals, everybody. I want to film exciting things as well on the channel. I want the channel to branch off and to meet other people with disabilities and stuff like that and show them what we do on our channel is everyday life, living skills with me and my ADHD and how hard it is sometimes to focus on stuff. With an ADHD brain, your mind's all over the place. You're doing about 50 things at once sometimes, and sometimes it can get very frustrating. So it does make it very hard when I'm trying to do all these things at once. I do get frustrated very easy. As you guys would know, it doesn't take much to get me confused at certain things. And a lot of people probably asking me, why did you do the live stream inside yesterday? How come you didn't come out here and do a longer live than what you done before? The reason I didn't do a live stream outside for a long time yesterday is A, I wanted to catch up on some TV shows that I did miss out on. So I did do live streaming inside to keep up with those TV shows. And B, I thought I wanted a bit of a break from being outside. I'm constantly outside when the support workers are here doing the live streams and talking to you guys, which is again very important to talk to you guys. Don't get me wrong. But I thought to myself, well, hey, I will do some live streaming inside for a change. And I've done the live stream I done yesterday. I was showing you guys, if you did watch that live stream, it did go for about an hour and an hour and something. And I was talking to you guys about the neighbours shows that I was watching. I was bringing you along with it so you could see what I was watching and stuff like that. So if you do want to go and check that live stream out I done yesterday, you can. You also get to see a bit of Butch time in it because he was with me on that live stream. So we will be doing lots more Butch stuff too, guys. If you're interested. Um, yes, I have, but I don't discuss the war on my channel. It's not that type of channel. It's for disability people. So no, we don't talk about the war on the channel. Um, I don't watch much news, so I'm always usually on YouTube. So no, I don't talk about war. Yes, yes, please, if you don't mind. I'll keep it nice and respectable for the other people that are on here, if you don't mind, because we have got lots of people here that have got disabilities like myself, and they sort of don't like people talking about political stuff, war, or stuff like that. It's not the way the channel runs. So if I can ask you guys just to steer away from those subjects, I would be much appreciated. But do, of course, do ask questions. Jump in, do ask questions, and of course, like and subscribe and spend time with me because that's what the channel is about. You guys spending time with me and being here with me is very important. To me and everyone else, of course. There is a lot of us that do run the channel together. I couldn't do, as I said, and I'll say it again on the live stream, I couldn't do it without the support workers' help. They do a great job. They're always got my back. And yeah, I love them dearly. They're really good people, and I've got all the love and respect for them. Every support worker, as you guys know, hang on, I'll just answer this question. I think I will. I'm not quite sure how to do that. You'll have to jump on when Shannon's here on tomorrow and let us know how we would do that. And that would be most helpful for me. Yes, that is a good idea. You have really got a good idea. It's not that I don't like talking about political stuff. I don't know much about it. This is the trouble. I don't know much about it. You could say, yes, I'm a bit backwards and coming forwards, and I totally am. Um, I don't know much about political stuff, to tell you the truth. Um, and yeah, I'm just an ordinary bloke that knows about everyday things, what's going on around him, and, cast sort of chat and stuff like that. That's basically, sort of what I do on the channel sort of thing is those kind of things. Um, yeah, so other things I don't really know much about, and I do apologise to the people that do ask me those questions and think that I'm ignoring them or being rude to them. I'm not being rude to you guys. I'm just I don't know about that sort of stuff to comment on it, so I do apologise. So please don't hate on me because I don't know those sort of things. As I was saying about support workers, I've worked with some really good support workers over the years, as most people know. We've had some really good support workers on here. And I'd like to thank all my ex-support workers that are watching the channel with me. I love you all dearly. You have been really good support workers to work with me. In the future, I don't know what's on in the future. I have to wait and find out about my funding situation and stuff like that. When I find out about funding and stuff like that, because don't forget, there's always a chance too that the NVIS or stuff like that, they could cut my funding. It has been done to one of the people that are there that they have cut their funding, and she was very devastated about it, which I don't blame her. So it could happen to me too. You never know what can happen because I am pretty independent, as you guys know, but I also do need a lot of emotional support, which I am getting from my support workers and stuff like that. And they've been really great because don't forget, the support workers too have been stay with me on the ground when this whole thing had broken out, my depression, my bad days, my sad days. They were there with me through it all. And let's see what this guy's saying. No, I'm not Indian. I'm Australian, my friend. I don't know what would make you think that I'm Indian, but no, I'm not. I am Australian. Was born and bred in Australia, and proud of it too. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. There you go. For people that wanted me to do that, I had just done that. Yes, the support workers I've worked with. Let's get into that. I don't know if you remember a lady called Sian. She worked with me last year. She left November. I think no, it wasn't November. It was December. Was it October? I think it was October or September. She left to do her nursing study, and that was when Butch was going through his say with me, his training and stuff like that. And that's when we had to get support workers in to cover her shifts and that. And basically, when Maddie came on board, she came on board to be, to help me with support and stuff like that with Bush and to be back on the team. And I am sad that she's not on my team no more. I am very sad that she's left my company. I hope she does get in contact with me and say, "Hi, Pete, how are you going?" If you are out there, Maddie, all the love and respect for you, and say hello to Jack for me, will you? It's very sad without you, my friend. Um, Probably, yes. To answer that question, yes, I probably would eat Hungry Jacks. I don't mind Hungry Jacks. They've got some good food. So yes, I probably would. To answer that question for you. Um, so yeah. Also, yeah, I forgot to tell you people, I was on TikTok this morning, yeah, going through people that left me questions about this, questions about that. And I went to the following page, where people follow you and stuff like that to see who was following me and stuff like that. And loving the board, who was following me. Do you remember my old support worker guy, Janaya, Sunflower Janaya? She's got a following channel if you want to go and follow her. She's on TikTok, has been on there for quite a while, about 3 or 4 years, I think. She has been on that channel. Um, she started following me again on the TikTok channel, and that was great news to see someone that used to work with me that has now started to follow me again. Um, Thank you, my friend. I'm glad I can be a legend to someone. It's very hard being a legend, but thank you so much for saying that I'm a legend. I do appreciate it. I've got all enough respect for people that do say kind things like that. It makes a guy feel pretty good when you say stuff like that. I know a lot of people be on the channel laughing at the keyboard saying, "Please don't say nice things about about being a legend. His head's going to get too big." Um, that was always a joke with me and Maddie, that his head will get too big. He wouldn't fit through the door. Um, that was always a joke that we had between us, and yeah, it's a joke I never forget. Maddie and I had some really good times together running the channel and her helping me out on the YouTube and stuff like that. And I still can't forget the first day that Maddie rocked up to work with me. And yeah, she rocked up to work with me, and we were both so nervous. We didn't know really how to do the conversation. She helped me with my X-Trail too to put it up for sale at a reasonable price. She was a very good friend to me like that. We done lots of videos. One of our live streams, if you do want to go back and watch Maddie's live stream with me in it when we're out in the road in the van, or think we're at the beach or something, and we done a live stream at the beach, right, in the back of the high ace, right? And we got 17,000 views for that video. So if you want to go and check out the most views Maddie and I got, I think it was 17,000 views. There could be another one that's got more views. I'm not quite sure. But do go check that one out. That was really a great live stream to do. We had that couch in the van. If most of you been here for a long time, you would have known that I've had two couches in the van. When I first bought the van, I started off with a camp chair that I bought for the van. And I thought to myself, well, I am going to say with me, put a camp chair in and see how that goes. It was something for us to sit in because I had a beanbag. When I first bought the van, I had a beanbag. That was all I had, was a beanbag in it. Because we didn't know exactly which way we wanted to go. We were looking for, that chair that you see in the van where mum and dad sits. That chair was very hard for us to get. We went all over the place trying to look for that chair. So we came up with the idea, we'd get something, for the van. And I had a beanbag upstairs that was sitting there doing nothing. It was a beanbag that Sophie and I bought at a place called St. Vinny's here in Australia. And we bought this beanbag. We had it upstairs in the townhouse where I used to live, right? And I said to because Sophie had left, I said to Janaea, we need something to sit on when we're doing the live streams in the van and we're doing those sort of things. We need something to sit on. So I got the beanbag from upstairs and I put it in the van, and it worked. It worked for the time being. But then I thought to myself, no, we need something a bit better. So I went out and I bought a camp chair, as most people know. So I did buy the camp chair, put it in the van and all that sort of thing, and that was all cool. Um, and then I decided the camp chair wasn't good enough, and I think it was a Christmas time. Yeah, it was a Christmas time for me to seat covers come in and stuff like that. Maddie and I were just looking at Lifeline, right? We just went to have a look at Lifeline, right? We didn't have no intentions of me buying nothing from Lifeline. I was just meant to be having a look, right? So I went to Lifeline with Maddie, right? We went to the couch department. I just went. honestly, guys, I just went to have a look at the couch, right? That's all I and this is for the new people that are joining and want to hear the story. So I went to have a look at the couches with Maddie, right? So I'm there just looking at the couches and this red couch, nothing nothing special. It was a fabric couch. And I said to Maddie, that'd be good in the van, that would be. Um, and I think it was $90 or something like that. It wasn't in too bad condition. So I said to Maddie, you know, I'm going to buy this couch. And Maddie says to me, okay, then it's up to you. If you want to buy this couch, go ahead and buy it. So what I done was I went to the stop it, sit down. I went to the up to the lady that was at the Lifeline store, and I said to her, "Excuse me, I would like to buy this couch to put in the back of my van so I can sit down on the couch." And she said, "Yeah, okay, then bring it round and we'll load it in for you." So we brought it round there. The people loaded the couch in. It was a light couch. It wasn't say with me to answer this question. It is Monday morning today, but thank you for saying that. Do appreciate it. Do appreciate you all the love and respect. So anyway, I went to put this red couch in the back of the van. Right, we were on our way to go to Bunnings, and we get a phone call halfway, I think it was, to go pick up the sheepskin covers, right, for the van, for the front of the van, because I ordered custom sheepskin covers to be made for it, right? So we went there and picked up the sheepskin covers to put in the van, black ones that are in there now, if people haven't seen it. So we went there, we picked up them, right? And then we went back home, quickly put them on because Maddie had done an afternoon shift, so staying about 7 o'clock at night, with me 8 o'clock at night, something like that. So we took Dad because he wanted to buy something. I don't know what he wanted to buy from Bunnings, but we took him with us to Bunnings, right? So we decided, and this is where it all started off from, really, with the super gluing and stuff like that. We decided that I'd get some wrap straps for the couch, right, to keep it in the van without sliding it all over the place when you go around corners and stuff like that, right? So I went to get some wrap straps, right, for it. And I've bought millions of wrap straps from um, Bunnings to keep couches in their position and stuff like that, right? So, you know, we got the wrap strap, right? I put them on, and because that other hook at the side of the van, there's a hook at the side of the van where you can hook onto the where the door goes. There's a hook there, right? There isn't anymore because the new couch has been built into it. Um, so there is a hook there, right? And we decided to hook on to that side where the wheel arch is, right? Because there's a big hook where the wheel arch is where you can hook on to that, right? So I hooked on there, right? And I'm doing the wrap strap like that, right? And I noticed this couch was going crooked, right? So I said to Maddie, this is not going to work out. This couch keeps going crooked for some reason. So this is where I ended up doing the most stupidest thing I ever done in a van, and that was super gluing a couch to a wheel arch. If you've seen some of those videos, you would have seen me with, super gluing a couch to a wheel arch and that crazy shit that you don't do, I done. So yeah, I done that, and as I wrap strapped it more, it would just come away. It wouldn't hold. So I went to see my other mechanic, and he tapped and drilled the other hole, and the couch was fine. And yeah, so we ended up going to the mechanic because he was going to bolt the couch down for us, right? I went to Lifeline with Ruby. I went to Lifeline with Ruby after Olivia had done all the couch. Olivia had put this nice material on it. She made it really comfortable. like really, really comfortable. I was a fool really to get rid of that couch. I know we stapled it and all that. We made it really nice to put in the van sort of thing. And I just fell in love with the couch that was there, the recent couch that had been taken out last year. Um, I fell in love with that couch and I bought it and put it in the back of the van and didn't think nothing of it, right? And when I went to the mechanic, as I told the story time and time again, he looked at me and he looked at the couch and he thought, "Well, hang on, this wasn't the same couch we agreed on. He bought all the parts for the other couch." So yeah. And then we took the couch out because I saved up money, as you know, with my gold savings account because I bought books and stuff like that. And I did save money to buy a dog, but I had my gold savings account set up for me to buy a dog, which was really I don't know who, I think Ruby helped me with that. Ruby was on this. Why don't you set up a gold savings account? Let's go to the bank and set up a gold savings account for you. So then you got money in there in case you want to buy something or you have a breakdown or something like that. And I said to Ruby, that is a great idea. So we went to the bank and we set up the gold savings account, right? And I said to the bank manager, only wanted to start putting like $200 a fortnight in it, sort of thing. That's what it, started off to be. But and I done what I had to do. I bought butch and stuff like that from the animal welfare when I went there. I bought butch, as you know. And then after that, because I had all this saving that I had been saving up for the mechanic, and I have been putting extra money away in the savings account, um, and adding 500, of course, with this and that. I had enough money then. This is where the story gets really interesting for people that do want to know about the story. I had enough money to go to pay a deposit to get the van sort of built out, right? So I went to the man that's building the van out now. That's finished the building out. Just waiting for the curtain material. He said to me, "Oh yeah, it's going to cost you. I think it was 3,900 for the couch to get it built out, material covers and that, right?" So it started off with just doing that. This is where it gets interesting, right, guys. It started off with just doing that, and then it came into I wanted to put a table in it. So I went through. It said, "Yeah, it's another 900 for the table to come up to 4 grand, right?" And then when I was there, when I dropped it off month before last, I said to him, "I want to put curtains in." He said, "Okay, I'll get a quote. We're going to get me a quote. We've got it $980, and it put the bill up to nearly close to 6 grand already. Plus 200 for the other stuff. And then he laid the carpet to mature 4. So instead of going from 3, it ended up double that and went to 6 because adding that, as you know, it does rock the bill up a bit, as most people know. A lot of people say, "What what was wrong with the curtain you had in already?" The curtain rail was just so loose. You'd go over, There were really house house curtains. They weren't really RV curtains and stuff like that. So yeah, putting those sort of curtains in, they were only for houses, and it didn't. The rod that we put up with my mechanic, a very nice fellow to put that up for me. Um, they didn't really hold up that well. They were one side he done really great. The other side was just too loose, and the rail was all the way to one side, and you couldn't really tie it up. So he's made curtains will go right to the back of the van, sort of thing, so you can sort of see that they've got on a hook, sort of thing. So I reckon that's pretty good. So I'm very happy about that. I've always wanted to do, as you guys would know that have been on my channel for a long time. I've always wanted to put curtains in my van, properly get them done, and I always had it in my mind to do it. But again, I've always had my father to say, "Oh, don't do this. You shouldn't be doing that. You're doing stupid things by putting curtains in it. You're going to make it look rubbish and stuff." But not really. And I saved up hard to get all this done. believe me, I've saved up hard to get all this done, and I'm pretty proud of what it's gonna turn out to look like. I really am pumped to see the finish on it. I know there's already been some material that has been delivered on Friday. I suppose they are putting that together. A lot of you guys too have been concerned, and you've been asking me, a lot of guys been asking me, "What about the van? I hope this, they're not revving the guts out of it." I'm gonna be checking the motor over. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna be looking at the Ks because I know I took it in there with 102,980 kilometers exactly on the clock. I will be checking all that. Um, that's maybe it was he did say to me in all fairness, and the camper van man did say to me in all fairness, "You can come and pick the van up when we're finished. We're only need it for 3 or 4 days and come and pick it up." I left it there out of my own choice for a month for him to do what he had to do and stuff like that to get everything done and out the door. So I was the one who left it there. So, please, just remember that. Have a question? Um, yeah. So yeah, I was the one who left it there. So before people start saying to me, well, you shouldn't have left it there. You should have brought it back out. It was more, I thought to myself, well, if I'm going to bring it home half done, and we were still going on. Don't forget, guys, we were still going on with this drama about the support workers not being on videos with me. So I was dealing with that as well, and it was making it very hard for me to sort of concentrate on that and that. And I thought to myself, well, no, just keep it as long as you need it, but get the job done. So when he phoned me up on Friday, we sent a message on Friday. He said to me, "Okay, I'll give you a call on Monday afternoon and let you know where we're at with it. But 100% it will definitely be ready by next week. That's not a problem." So it will definitely be ready this week coming up. So I'm excited about that. That is really, exciting. I reckon the hardest thing is the weekends. When you know it's at the shop at the weekend, sitting there doing nothing, it does, a lot of you guys have said it does need a good run when you get it back, peak of the battery. It will be getting a good run. Don't worry about that. We will be driving it back here, collecting some stuff, putting some stuff in, leaving it running, checking the coolant level, stuff like that on it, hose and stuff like that. We will be taking it for a run, and then we will be, seeing how it performs and all that sort of thing. So please do not worry about the battery on my van. It has been moved around from time to time. They do move them around. Um, um, there's a lot of people. Hi, my friend. There's a lot of people for me to remember. So if I don't remember you, don't get too upset with me. Just that there's a lot of subscribers I've got on my channel now, and yeah, it's very hard to keep up with everybody on the channel. So I do apologize. If you guys got any questions too, just ask them. Or if you want to jump in and say hello to me, stuff like that, please do ask, and I will answer your questions. That's not a problem. I can't believe we've been on here for an hour already. I was over on TikTok this morning. People are wondering, where were you this morning, Pete? I was over on TikTok, and I did spend a bit of time on TikTok talking to some people over there. It was about 5 or 10 minutes. I don't usually spend much time on TikTok when I'm doing a live stream over on the YouTube channel. And you probably guys are going to ask me tomorrow, how long are you going to be on YouTube tomorrow? Because Shannon doesn't start till 10:30 with it. Well, I'm basically going to be on till she gets here. But then I have to jump off because I have to go for a doctor's appointment with my father. Hopefully, we'll have some news today about the van, which I will be updating you about. As soon as I get the news, then of course you guys then get the news after I get the news. Um, and we're hoping what's her name will be happy today when she comes to work, so she can be on videos with me. I'll be, looking forward to doing some videos with her, and getting on the live stream with me, without her worrying and stuff like that. So there's all that good things to come too, guys, if people are interested in that. But do ask questions if you don't mind, and I'll try to be honest and I'll try and answer them the best I can. That is not a drama. So I'll wait for a few people to ask some questions for me. The dog is here. He's waiting outside with me. He's good like that. Here is Lloyd. Good morning, Lloyd Emmanuel. How are you this morning? What is going on with Lloyd? How's the hair, mate? All right. Um, Lloyd is a funny fella. Every time I'm on the live stream and I'm shit stirring about his hair or something like that. This is on a TikTok live, and I'm on a TikTok live with Lloyd. I crack a joke with him because his hair receded when he was younger, which is it's bad times for him. But it's great times for me because I can shit stir the shit out of him. And I'm offering on the channel on TikTok, and Lloyd talks to me like face to face sort of thing on TikTok, right? And I'm always saying to Lloyd for a joke, "How's the hair, mate? I got some shaving cream for you, mate." Uh, and he does get he takes it in his stride like a trooper that he is. He does take it in his stride and he does joke around, and it's really good to have someone like Lloyd on the channel that does joke around with even Nathan. Nathan comes on and he's always happy go lucky, he's always friendly, and I like that sort of thing on my YouTube channel, on my TikTok channel. I like people to be happy and to like the live streams that we are doing and to hear my stories and stuff like that. And you are probably wondering, well, Pete, tell us the story. What did happen, Izzy? We have not seen her around. She has got a channel, a TikTok and YouTube channel, but it's not the sort of channel I don't think people should be watching. But that's my opinion. Only because she brags about not paying tax and not doing this and how because she's got ADHD, she can get away with this, she can get away with that. So I don't particularly follow her on TikTok anymore or my YouTube channel. I sort of blocked her from the TikTok channel because as you guys know, the jokes were getting repetitive. All her jokes were getting repetitive. And yeah, since he hasn't been on my channel, um, as a managing moderator, it's been good. I've been able to, you know, concentrate what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Without these repetitive jokes that are going on. And the jokes they were getting a bit stupid. They were the same constant jokes about my pink water bottle. Peter's got a pink water bottle. Knock, knock. Who's there? Pink water bottle. Who? They were just constant sort of those sort of jokes all the time. And a lot of you guys were saying to me, Jesus, Pete, those jokes are really starting to shit us off now. Is there anything you can do about it? Well, I did. I got rid of her from the channel because it was annoying a lot of people on my channel. And I thought to myself, well, we can't have this going on the channel where people are being annoyed for no apparent reason. Um, so yeah, and then as I said, when she was talking about not paying tax on what she earned and the small business that she had, how people were buying stuff from her, but she didn't put it down in taxation because she knows all the rules and regulations. Well, then I thought to myself, well, that's not someone I want on my channel to be bragging about stuff like that on a YouTube channel and a TikTok channel. So yeah, I sort of just said to her, I sort of just, wiped her from the channels because I thought that was the best thing for me to do. And that's the way I sort of handle things. Maybe it wasn't the best way to go about it. I totally get that now, but I do also believe in I want my channel to run good. I don't need any hiccups, any dramas of this time of my life in my on my life being 55 years old, which I'm coming up soon, I don't need that sort of drama going on. I run a pretty tight ship, as you guys know, and I just want everyone else to be happy and, you know, free like I'm been doing, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. So, basically, yeah. If anyone's got any questions, please ask questions if you don't mind. If you want to know about Lloyd and his hair, ask questions about Lloyd and his hair. I'm sure Lloyd will be quite happy to tell you about his hair. Isn't that right, Lloyd? You'd be quite happy to share your hair, wouldn't you, mate? I've got some of my hair. I'm going to donate it to you, mate. Lloyd's going to jump in a minute. He's going to say something really funny now. You watch. Um, I know Nathan will probably jump in because I think Nathan's at work. I'm sure I haven't seen him this morning. Usually Nathan's the first one in here, but I guess that Nathan is probably busy too. Hello, Nathan. If you're on here, please do join in the live stream if you don't mind, my friend, and do say hello to us. That would be great if you don't mind. Um, no alligators here, mate. Just a YouTube live stream, not an alligator, mate. I don't know where you got the alligator from. Anyway, that was a truck gone past, guys. I just wanted to see my bedroom and see if my bed was made. That was all. And of course, do ask questions, guys, too. There's a lot of people that are not on this morning yet, like Sarah and people like that. But every time I mention their names, they will definitely jump on. Here we go. Thank you, my friend. Do appreciate it. Thank you for dropping in. All love and respect for you. Thank you so much, alligator. See you around like a real crocodile. See you later, alligator. There you go. I just sort of sang a bit of that song for those people that wanted to hear me sing. I had this I sang a song then. I know a lot of people are going to say, Pete, do not give up your day job. Your jokes are terrible. Your singing's terrible. Please don't give up your day job. I'll try not to, guys. Believe me. It's a guy in the closet. He writes all my material for me, and he's not doing a very good job about it, is he, guys? Oh, Yeah, that's the guy. When I tell my jokes, I've always got these bad jokes, right? And people are always saying to me, "Pete, does the guy in the closet write your material still, or has he left the closet?" Guys, he's still in the closet, but writes my material. Yes, he is. For people that wanted to know that, it's just a joke that people have started off, and I've carried it on the channel for say with me at least now must be about 6 months, 7 months now. I think I've carried that joke, maybe 6 months, something like that. It was when Hamish first joined the channel, and Hamish would always shit stir me about my jokes and that. And I would always say to him, "Oh, the jokes in the guy in the closet." Thank you. I do glad I make someone laugh with all my weird sense of humor and all that. I do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Let me check my pause. Okay, Rich. Gonna go toilet. I'll be back in a minute. Hang on, guys. Uh, what did I miss out from? Oh, only Lloyd's. Um, he is coming about 9 o'clock. I have got Brooke, as we like to call her. She's coming out at 9 o'clock to work with me. And so she's not bad. She's a new lady that's been working with me for 3 weeks now. She came when this whole mess was going on about support workers not being allowed on videos, sort of thing. And she started then. So I'll be interested to know what she said in her paperwork. That will be interesting. And I have got a fisherman's lolly, yes, for my sugar level went down. My what's told me. Someone what says, Pete, have a lolly, buddy. So I did. Yeah, 9 o'clock, Lloyd. I hope you liked all the videos I've been posting on TikTok, Lloyd. There has been quite a few of them. I had to go through all the list. If there's some doubles too, guys, on both of the channels, I do apologize. They said it's sometimes very hard to keep up with different videos that I have got on my channel. So I do apologize about that for people that do wonder. I'm only human. I make mistakes. It goes with the territory. And I sort of had some other news too, guys. I sort of had my case manager phoning me up to check up on how I'm going and stuff like that. She was flat out yesterday, flat out on Friday with meetings. Yes, I have got them long. The bloke next door's going to come up. Yeah, I can hear him. He opened his door, the dickhead. Must have gone out, checked the entrance. Stay, would stay. Yeah, Lloyd's gone in his garage. There's always people here burning toast. Yes, someone's burning some toast here. Ah, here we go. Well, that's not the channel for you to be on then, my friend. See you later. I don't know. I'm just who I am, but I'll take that. Butch, I'll take that as a compliment. Not at the moment, I do. I don't because I'm still doing YouTube live. I will be over there later on today. Definitely be over there. Just like a bit early in the morning, where the neighbours are here, where the neighbours are here. It's a bit, it's a bit early. I don't want to wake any neighbours up by talking on a live stream on TikTok. But in the morning, in the afternoon, I'll definitely jump on with it. That's not a problem. We'll jump on and we'll both talk to when the support worker gets here. What is the matter with you? Put that down. Good boy. Ah, mm. Butch said, I think that is, Butch said, oh, yeah. Do I question guys too? Oh, good boy. Good Butch. Oh boy. Okay. He's sitting down, relaxing. People want to know what they are. Fisherman's friend, they call. Get them all different varieties. I got the hot ones. Mm. Complaining again. You ask questions if you don't mind. Don't forget the cream, Lloyd, for the hair. Very important, friend. Which is looking at me. What's up? What's the matter? What do you want? Obviously, you want something. Ugh, God, that lolly was hot. All right. No messages coming in yet. No, no messages. Do ask questions. Oh, excuse me. It's a lolly. Mm. I'll just wait for other people. Nathan hasn't joined in today. I don't know where old Nathan is. Oh, no. Oh, hang on, who's this one? Aha. Okay. Um, thank you. Yes, I am. How are you today? And good morning. I gather you're a new subscriber to the channel, but I don't think I have seen you on the channel. Maybe I have. So many people come through. It's not funny, but welcome. Welcome to everyone that is on the live stream. Other people will jump in. I'm sure of it. They always do jump in around this time. Um, Getting everyone at certain times is very hard. That's why we do what we do to get you guys to join in and for you to jump in and say hello to us. So feel free to drop a line to me. Aye. Mhm. Mhm. Lloyd's on again. We'll try and find a lot of things to do, Lloyd, for you. I'm not quite sure. Oh, that's right. Yes, yes, I do remember you now. Yes, yes, I do. Yeah, yeah, that's right. We were having that conversation. That's right. You were asking me those questions. That's right. Yeah, I forgot all about that. So many people, as you know, join in, and it's very hard to keep up with everybody that is on the live stream. Yes, I do remember you now. Yeah, it was good to talk to you about those sort of things. Um, Made it interesting. Yeah. Thank you for joining in and being here with me to talk about those certain things. That was great. Do appreciate it. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Hello, my friend. You too, my friend. Do appreciate you dropping in. Thank you so much. All the love and respect to you. Uh, uh, so, hang on. Video up because I'm on the upper channel too. Low videos because I'm on the upper channel too. Low videos over there too. This doesn't help my phone trying to keep up with upload. So yeah, the video is uploaded. Do go check it out. It goes for 6 minutes. There's one for six, there's one for 10. Do go check the video out. Brand new content. So do go check it out. And of course do like and subscribe to the channel. Uh, oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. That would be something I was that wasn't something I was planning on. Oh geez. It's a bit of indigestion. Anyone's got any questions, feel free to ask the questions. Is a rainy day today, by the way, guys. People that are wondering, is it raining? Yes, it is raining. It is. Well, it's been raining on and off, really. They did forecast a fair bit of rain today, so I will be keeping an eye out on the rain for you and giving you the weather updates for you. There you go. But please do hit the like button too, guys. That is not me beeping, by the way, guys. That's the groundsman. Yeah, that's just let me know. It's okay. Jeez, I can't believe it's 8 o'clock already. Jeez. You want to come up here? Come on. You want to come up here? Want to come up here, Butch? You coming up here? Or you want to sit there? Dog is here as well. So if anyone wants me to tell some more stories, feel free, and I will tell you some more stories. I'm just waiting for some calls to come in and see what's going on. I always get excited when it's around this time because I always know two things are going to happen. Either I'm going to get a call from my case manager, which I always usually do around this time. So usually phone me up and say, "Oh, Pete, sorry I can't get back to you. Something came up. I was busy on Friday, but yeah, that's my mother just complaining. She's always complaining about something. Yesterday, oh, I've got to tell you guys, I'm going to tell you guys. Yesterday, she had a real go at me. And yes, instead of me keeping my cool and keeping my mouth shut, I did say to her, "Hey, look, enough is enough. You're going on at me every day of the week about something. Can you just keep it quiet?" And she was going on about me having a glass of wine. And I did say to her, "Well, look, you're the biggest one that used to drink more than me." Um, then so I did have a bit of a go with her yesterday because she gets into these moods where she doesn't, you know, completely stop picking on me. So I just let her have it. I just said, "Well, enough is enough, mate." And I went to bed, just over it. If anyone's got any questions, do feel free and drop in. Nathan, if you're out there, please drop in, Nathan, and say g'day. Um, I'm gathering Nathan is around somewhere. Nathan, I haven't even heard from Sarah. It's pretty strange. Sarah, are you on here, Sarah? If you are, can you please let us know if you're okay, Sarah? And Nathan, of course, too. And everyone else too that wants to jump in and say hello to me, feel free. Jump in and say hello. Come on, you want to come up here? Come on, up here. I have got the dog here too, guys. It doesn't know what it wants to do. So we're just waiting for news about Olivia. If she's going to come back to the team, we're not quite sure what is happening about poor old Olivia. I hope she's all right. I often think about the old support workers, all the times we had been doing our videos and Sarah, I'll share a secret with you. Um, when first started my TikTok channel, right, back in 2023, I think it was. Yeah, I'm sure it was 2023. It was. Um, I was with Sophie at that time. Sophie was my support worker, as you know, one of my very first support workers. And when I started the channel with Sophie, it was a really cool channel to start with Sophie. She was really a fun person to start the channel with, and I've got if it wasn't for Sophie, guys, I would not have started a YouTube or TikTok channel, as you guys know. Um, basically, if I didn't have support workers in my life, I wouldn't have started the YouTube or TikTok channel because I wouldn't have known what to do. I wouldn't known how to set all this up. I wouldn't known how to get it going and all that. And I've over the 2 years that I've nearly been doing my YouTube and stuff like that, there's been a lot of support workers that have helped me with setting this channel up. Don't think I've done this all on my own and I never have any problems setting the channels up. I do have a lot of problems sometimes setting the channels up. Sometimes I do, something does happen where voice command and stuff like that doesn't work on the channels and we've got to go into the files and we've got to set this up and we've got to set that up. So sometimes it does make it hard for me without the support workers to set all this up. But as I said, the support workers are great. They do a good job, and I do have to take my hat off to them. They really look out for me on my channel. They help me through everything I do on my channel. They're there for me. They're there to help me with the angling and stuff like that that I've got to do on my videos and all that good stuff. And without the help of Sophie and Janaea, because Janaea was a big part of my life on the channel. We used to do some cool videos, have some cool talks when we were driving around and stuff like that. It was really cool to do those sort of videos. It made me feel really cool to do those videos with Jay, to do those sort of talking videos and stuff like that. It made us all sort of come alive in the videos where we used to joke with one another. And yeah, I've got all the love and respect for them all of them. No, I'm in Australia, my friend. Um, I'm not from Bosnia. I'm from Australia. To answer that question, I don't know why people keep wondering why I'm from different countries when I am from Australia. Um, I guess it's probably the accent that gives me away or something, is it, guys? Or can you guys explain what does give me away that you guys think that I'm from a different place, if you don't mind me asking? Because these things do go around my head. But it is quite funny to think that people think that I'm from a different country. As long as you don't think I'm from a different planet, then that's okay. I don't mind that. But feel free to jump in and ask me questions, say hello. I will answer all your questions if you ask me them. There will be, no truths that won't be untold on the channel. So ask me questions, and I'll tell you. And I keep looking. It's funny. I keep looking at the garage over there, right? My garage, and I keep looking at it, and I keep expecting to open the door, and the van will be in there. And yeah, it's funny that I haven't seen the van for nearly a month now. A month and 2 days I haven't driven the van, and yeah, it's been a lot. I would never, to tell you the truth, guys, I would never go for another build again. Never. It's just too stressful and too time consuming waiting for, the build, waiting for material, waiting for curtain material and stuff like that. It is very, how do you say it, very nerve wracking. It can be. Um, and I'm just glad I got everything sorted out with the camera situation and ladies being back on the videos with me and stuff like that. That's been really cool. I have very much, appreciated getting over that hurdle. There is, as I said, there is boundaries. There is boundaries that we do have to respect. Hopefully, in time, they will see that I'm doing such a good job with my goal setting and with my say with my camera work that they'll probably say, well, let's give him a bit more responsibility. It is his channel after all. Let's not monitor it too much for him. Let's just wait for him to come to us for help. if he needs it. That would be great. If they said that to me, I'll be happy as a pig in shit, I tell you. Um, that is my father coughing. Yeah, my neighbour went out about 7:50. I don't know where he's gone. I think he must have gone to the shop or something. Yeah, must have gone to the shop. He's not too bad for his age. I think he's 75 years old, 76 years old this year. But he's not bad for his age. He's always out and about. And I think he said to me he's been living here 2 years, must be 3 years this year coming up. Um, it wouldn't be the choice area that I would have chosen to live. I would have chosen to live more inside the village itself more instead of living, near a main road. I mean that doesn't make much sense. We have got a parcel coming this week too. Forgot to tell you. We ordered a Nodden dog for the van, not the actual Nodden dogs that you see. We did order one that was saved with me from a different company, and we ordered that a couple of days ago. It was only $9 something. We hope it will stick to the dash mat. This is the biggest concern that we've got. Or else I'll just have to put some Velcro down or something to stick it on, I think. Um, it's not like the original. Remember those bubble dogs that used to go like that when you used to go over a bump and that? Um, for that, you have to jump onto another website and download that website to get that sort of Noggen dog. So unfortunately, we got the sort of I forgot if it was a black and white Noggen. I think it was a black and white Noggen dog we got, and with glasses and all that sort of thing. You'll see it in a upcoming video that I will be putting out about it. See, this is, and I'm going to put this out there too. This is sort of the hardest time for me, right? Is in the mornings when not many people do realize this. This is the hardest time for me. Is in the mornings when you're waiting for these support workers and you're waiting, for them to turn up so you can share the news with them and you can share all this. And this is really the hardest time is waiting for them and stuff like that. And this is why I do my live streams in the morning, so you guys get to see my support workers, and say good day to them and stuff like that. Because we do jump on in the afternoon. We do the live streams in the afternoon, like you guys know. We are there for people to, do what they have to do to ask us questions. But we do beg if you bored, stop doing that, will you? If you can ask questions that are, relative to us and the channel. And you can ask questions about the van or anything like that if you want. All we ask is you just keep them respectful to us, and you also respect me and the support workers because it's a very important milestone that me and my support workers are facing now. A lot of you are probably wondering, why did you back down so much, Pete? Why didn't you stand your ground a bit more, Pete? Tell you the truth, guys, because I had in the company, there's people called the HR people. That's the head of the company. I've had it explained time and time again. They're the ones that watch my YouTube channel and watch, oh, Peter, he's abiding to this rule, he's abiding to that rule. I guess what they're trying to do is they're trying to give me a bit of responsibility by running my channel and having my support workers in there. They're trying to give me a bit of responsibility. So in other words, they're trying to make me more accountable for my actions. You know what I mean? They're trying to make me more, okay, Peter said he was going to do this. We expect him to do this. And, as I said, some of the rules I don't agree with. No, but, there is compromise later on down the track. We just wanna see how it's gonna go for the time being. If there's anything we've gotta, because running a YouTube and a TikTok channel that's as big as this in subscriber rates and stuff like that, it's pretty full-on job to do it, It takes a lot of commitment to do it. It's not something that you can just, say when we rush into doing. You've gotta have a lot of, thought, a lot of process, how you're gonna run the channel, what content people do wanna see on the channel. You've gotta have all that sort of confidence. You can't just go into a channel and think, "Okay, this is the way I'm gonna run it. I don't care what, people say," sort of thing and all that. Sometimes when you have got support workers that work with you and they're young support workers, um, they can say with me be people can say nasty things about them, and I definitely, I've been through it in the past on the channel where people have said, things that have been inappropriate to the support workers, and that's not good. No, not down in the dumps at all. I'm fairly happy, Shelley. Why would you think I'm down in the dumps? I'm fairly happy. I was just explaining about the support workers now being able to be on camera with me and being able to be on the live streams. I was just explaining to everyone how they should conduct themselves and not leave questions that are inappropriate to them and stuff like that. That's all I was saying to them, Shelley, because a lot of people, as you know, in the past have come on the YouTube and TikTok channel and said stuff to support people to make them feel a bit uncomfortable. And, like things like, oh, they're good looking, they're not bad. Um, and I have said in the past, I've let that sort of go, but there was so many complaints of the support workers complaining to the company saying, "Oh, well, they said this about me on Peter's channel. I felt very uncomfortable." And they said because some support workers have never been on social media, um, on YouTube, on a station that's a channel as big as mine, and it keeps on growing. They've never been on a sort of channel like this, and they do. I get it. They do get a bit nervous. They do get a bit, their confidence is not like mine, where I have got a big mouth. I sometimes do say things which I shouldn't say. I totally get that. Being a YouTuber, I'm used to, my freedom of speech. That's just the way I am on my YouTube channel. When I'm doing the live streams, as you know, the live stream is not something I hide things on. I'm always up in front with you people. I tell it like it is. If something bothering me, I tell you. I sort of don't let it, you know, say fester, because I don't believe in things that fester and then you take it all to heart and then you've got it all on board and bang, that's it. Then you let go and you say, oh, well, I should have done this. Well, yeah, I should have done it. I don't believe in that. I believe when something is happening, I should be honest. I should be upfront with you guys. And I have in the past done that with the channel, been upfront with you guys. And to tell you the truth, and I'm being honest with you now, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm not gonna do any of that kind of stuff which other channels would probably really do to their subscribers. I'm upfront with you every day of the week, every time of the week. We talk about things. You ask me questions. Hang on, I'll just get this question. No, Shelley, you don't let things fester. The more you let things fester, the more it can make you sick inside. You've got to talk about things. You've got to bring things up in the open, out in the open. If you keep things that are hidden, it's no good for you, and it's definitely no good for other people. So I try to do my best by keeping things in the open with you guys, being transparent with you guys, being completely honest. I don't believe in hiding the truth from you guys. if something is going wrong, I'll tell you guys. I won't be sitting around saying to you guys, "Oh, no, I can't say that. I'm not meant to be saying that." At the end of the day, I will say, that's just the way I am. I don't sit back and tell you that something is right when it's not right, if you know what I mean. I've always been upfront with everyone on both of my channels that I run, the YouTube and the TikTok channel. And yes, for people asking me, I have got a Facebook page, but I don't post much on the Facebook page. I only really started the Facebook page, really, to tell you the truth, is because in case I want to sell something or I need to sell something, well then I will. But most of the time I'm over on the TikTok or the YouTube channel. Uh, for most of my live streaming, as you know, my long live streaming is here on the YouTube channel. This is where I do a lot of the YouTube live streaming, is on this couch here, outside here, where you see me. I'm always out here doing a YouTube live streaming. There's not a day goes by when I don't do a live stream. I basically do live streams 7 days a week, as you people know. I do them 7 days a week. Sometimes the live streams don't go for long, because you do sometimes run out of stuff to talk about. If you know what I mean? You sit there and you think to yourself, "Well, what am I going to talk about now? I've talked about this, and now I'm running out of stuff to talk about." Because you do when you're on the live stream, you do run out of stuff to talk about. Then you've got to find a topic to talk about, and sometimes I do random talking topics because I know that's what people do want to hear on the channel. Um, so I do. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the channel. If you're a new subscriber, please hit the like button and please do subscribe to the channel. We do very much appreciate it. And I'll tell you the truth, guys. I woke up this morning, right, to 50, oh no, yeah, no, 38, sorry, 38 followers on the TikTok channel. And to tell you the truth, I was nearly blown away. I thought, geez, that is a lot of followers on the channel. I think the channel's up to 672 followers already. And it's been close to getting on a month since we started that channel. I'm just blown away with how many subscribers, I mean, how many followers have gone over to that channel. It's just totally unbelievable, all the love and support that I've been getting on both of these channels, especially this channel here. I do get a lot of love and support on this channel, and it's great to see you guys stepping up to the plate and being here and all that sort of good jazz. It makes doing the live streams worthwhile, if you know what I mean. Because sometimes doing the live streams, you can get a bit, yeah, what I say, downhearted sort of thing, because sometimes you get people that are on the live streams and they'll cause you grief. They'll say things that to annoy you and stuff like that. And sometimes especially me, sometimes I do let it get under my skin. And I know for a fact that I shouldn't let it get under my skin, because I know if I do let people say that the things that they're saying and I do let it get under my skin, I know then that's no good for me and it's no good for the channel, because people are going to think, well, this guy takes things too personally. He's always letting these people get under his skin. Why doesn't he just totally ignore them, and then he should be all right? Yes, I'm only human. No, I'll admit that. I am only human. I do make mistakes. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, because I'm not perfect. Having ADHD and autism, now, a lot of people don't talk about ADHD and autism. They brush it under the carpet like it's something that they're ashamed of. And you haven't got to be ashamed of having ADHD and autism. It's just something that we're born with. You can't help it. So please don't feel just because you've got ADHD and autism that you have got to be scared to talk about it. Don't be scared to talk about it. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, don't be afraid to talk about autism and ADHD. It's not a shameful word that you should be using. It's just a part of what people have. we all can't be good and nice and stuff like that. We've all got faults. So yeah, just remember that, guys, before people do get a bit scared to mention ADHD and autism. I was scared when I was younger, as you guys know on previous live streams that I have done. I was scared to mention my ADHD and my autism and stuff like that. I found it very confronting going into somewhere and saying, "Hey, by the way, I've got ADHD and autism." I found it very still here. I found it very confronting, and I'm gonna put this out to you guys too. It takes a big man to talk about ADHD on a live stream like I'm doing now. It takes a big man like myself to put myself out here to tell you guys about my ADHD and about my autism and my diabetes and my blood pressure condition and stuff like that. It takes a big man to talk about that. And sometimes it's not easy to talk about that. Sometimes people go into their showers and they think, oh, I shouldn't really mention that. It's not right and stuff like that. My advice to you guys is if you have got a YouTube channel and you have just started a YouTube channel, if you feel that you on your channel that you ever, if whoever started a channel that's got ADHD in it, right? If you think you want to talk about that on your channel, then go ahead and talk about your ADHD. Go and talk about your, whatever you got, autism, whatever, depression, like I've got as well. I talk about those sort of things. People at the end of the day will appreciate you more for being honest with them instead of saying, oh, I've got this, but I don't really want to talk about this. People will respect you more. People will stand up with you more and they'll give you encouragement to grow your channel and they'll give you encouragement for you to be the best that you can in life. Um, it's not easy doing a live stream with ADHD, and especially for me, not being able to read makes it a lot harder for me to talk on camera for an hour, for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, like I do. But because I've learned now that people have accepted me on the channel for who I am and what I am. And most of you guys, and I'm saying most of you guys because there is a lot of people that love me on this channel. They love what I'm doing, they love the content, and they're always 100% behind me. And that I do appreciate. I do appreciate you guys being there for me and watching the everyday struggles that I face. Because let's face it, struggles in life come with being who we are. You cannot say when we be someone without a struggle and say, oh, yeah, I'm just going to get on and do this. This is not going to affect me in life. I'll just go ahead and do it. It will affect you in life. ADHD does affect people in life. It does make things difficult to do. It does make you nervous on what you're thinking about saying. Sometimes you come out with stuff that you wouldn't usually think that you would come out with. Um, Sometimes you just open your mouth and words come out. Before you realise, well, hang on, I shouldn't have said that word, but it's too late because you've already opened your mouth and it's already come out. So It it is hard. It is very hard to be someone like me with ADHD and do the live streams. Once again, it's down to my support workers helping me through this and helping me with my ADHD and stuff like that. And even with support. Now, here's another thing I'm going to talk to you guys about. Having ADHD, you wouldn't usually talk to your support workers. Oh, it's a car coming in. You wouldn't usually talk to your support worker about ADHD because some people that got ADHD, right, and they work with their support workers and stuff like that. Sometimes they get a bit embarrassed to mention it to the support workers. Oh, I've got ADHD, by the way, because it does. I tell my support workers about my ADHD and my bad days. Me and Kate on Friday were talking about my ADHD and my autism. I didn't hide that from her. I told her that I had about my ADHD when she first started working with me. I told her that I have my good days and I have my bad days. I don't hide things from my support workers. I don't say that I haven't got ADHD because it's be wrong of me to tell them that I haven't got it when I have got it. Because people do look at me and they think, "Well, this guy's normal. He can do this, he can do that sort of thing." He's pretty steady in what he does. Believe me, guys, I have a lot of emotional support with my support workers. They support me in emotional things that I do. Believe me, sometimes life is not easy for me as what people think. It can be a challenge for me. Believe me, guys, when I say to you, it can be. Um, I find sometimes, like when I'm in bed at night, sometimes I wake up at a certain time, maybe about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, something like that. And when it's pitch dark and there's no noise, there's no this, there's no that, things are very quiet, sort of thing. I'm always reflecting, you know, you know what what I've done in life and stuff like that. I'm always reflecting on stuff like that, and I guess people don't really realize that you do reflect on stuff like that, and sometimes you do take it to heart, and you don't want to really open up to people about stuff like that. And I totally get that. I've learned with my ADHD to talk to my support workers about it. Like if I'm having a bad day or something's really bugging me, I would, like I said, I used to say to my support workers before, when we had all this drama about them not being on camera and stuff like that, like, I used to say to them, because I was honest with them, I used to say to them, "Well, look, this is really bugging me that you can't be on camera with me, and I don't feel too good about this." I used to tell them the truth, how I was feeling. I didn't sweep it under the carpet. I didn't hide it. I thought, "Well, why am I gonna hide something like that when, in matter of fact, it does sort of bug me?" I think it's better to be honest with people than it is for people to think, "Well, this guy's not telling the truth. He's just hiding things. He doesn't want people to know about his situation and that." Basically, I do want people to know what I'm going through if it helps other people in their lives not to make the same mistakes that I have made in my lives. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, guys, a lot of mistakes. More mistakes than people would realize that a normal person would ever make in their life. Like having ADHD, you make constant mistakes and I still make mistakes in life. As you know, from following my journey, what was going on with me and stuff like that. I do say with me, follow a lot of mistakes that I made in my life. Some mistakes I do regret. Don't get me wrong, I do regret some mistakes. I'm not saying that the mistakes I made I'm happy about, because I'm not happy about. I do regret some of the mistakes I ever made in my life. But sometimes there's no turning back. Sometimes when you made that mistake, you have to move on and you have to realize, okay, I'm not going to do that mistake again. Sometimes it can be pretty damn hard, to say to yourself, well, look, I have made that mistake. It's time for me to move on now. It's time for me not to make that mistake again and be a better person for it, if you know what I mean. If you do like, please hit the like button. If you do like the conversation I'm giving people, please hit the like button. And please do tell your friends to join in to the live stream. It does help people with ADHD and autism and stuff. It's not something I usually make a topic of talking about on the channel. I don't usually make a topic of sitting here blabbing to you guys about ADHD and telling you that, because sometimes it is personal for some people. Some people don't want to discuss that sort of thing, and I totally get it. But sometimes it is good to put yourself out there and tell people about these things so they know about it and that they can help you about it. Because if ADHD is not a life sentence, you still can do your goals in life. You still can do what you feel is the right thing in life for you. You don't have to hide. or be ashamed of it or any of that. Just do what makes you feel happy in life. And please, guys, stay true to yourselves. And remember, just because you've got ADHD or autism or whatever illness that people have got, just remember that life is short enough as it is. There's no need to make more drama in life and feel angry because you've been diagnosed with ADHD or something like that. Yes, there is medication for it. I know the medication has some side effects to it. I don't take medication. Reason being because it makes me too dopey. It makes me too it makes me like a zombie. And yes, that does have consequences for me not having being on medication. It does make me say things sometimes that I wish I could take back from just saying to people. Um, I have got a I have got a short temper. I've got to admit that. But the end of the day, I reckon I am getting better with my ADHD. I'm learning to control it a bit more better, if you know what I mean. And if I'm helping a lot of people on this channel, this is my goal to reach people with ADHD, with autism, with all that, and put my content out so you can see my chores and what I do, how I struggle, and how my support workers are there for me, and how they do the everyday living skills with me, and they help me, and they've got my back. Um, because I do, and I'm going to put this out there too. Support workers don't get enough recognition for the jobs they do with people like me with ADHD and autism and other people with, um, say, with me, um, problems that we've got. They do a hell of a lot for us. Really, they step up to the plate and they really, yeah, they really help us out. And, I couldn't do most of the stuff that I do, like my YouTube channel and stuff like that. I couldn't do most of that unless I had to back it off them. I've got a message, I'm gonna check that, but I will be back. Uh Ah, sorry, guys. What questions have we got now? Have I got any? Uh, yeah, okay. I just want to check. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Mm, okay. Mm, okay. Mm, 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 mm. Ah, that's annoying. Oh no, it's the other lady. There's a lady that lives across from us there. Oh, here, you want that? There you go. Yes, I just had a snack pack for people that are wondering, what did you just have, Pete? I had a snack pack because the dog wanted something to eat, so I gave him a snack pack. And before people ask me, is there any updates on the van situation? No, I haven't had any updates yet. He did say to me he's going to phone me this afternoon to let me know what is going on. Maybe they might say with me, drop some more material out. Why do people do a reverse part? Well, you can just go straight back, fella. Some people, they really make me laugh here, right? They get in their cars, right, and they do like reverse parts. Really makes me laugh. Hey, Kath, not bad for an old fella. The old fella. Oh, ah, yeah, not bad, Kath. Not too bad. Yeah, yeah. Still waiting for my car to get back, Kath. I'm still waiting for my car to get back. Oh, my bloody mum. Yeah, it's still being built out. She'll be back this week, hopefully.
Okay, hello, beautiful. How are you?
Puppy's here.
Hey, you good? No, I've had nothing for you. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
I just had a snack pack.
Yeah, okay.
Hey.
It's a nice morning, isn't it?
Oh, it is this.
I thought I'll go for a walk and then go home now and have a cup of coffee.
You're always up and down, aren't you?
Yeah, I like drives me crazy to be on your own. Drives me. Yeah, it is. And no one, even your own children, don't realise.
That's not good.
You know, I mean, I've got very good children, but they don't realise at such times when you
get lonely.
Yeah, I don't say anything to them. I just wish my darlings were still alive. No. Yeah. And that's life, and you have to just keep moving on, don't you?
Certainly do, yeah.
Yeah. Do you walk everything?
No, I don't think so. Unless the dog get real nervous. He comes back as a sport.
Oh, okay.
I go to the walk. I go up to the hut sometimes.
Okay.
Hut up there and usually up there by the lake, listening to the water and that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I go up there a lot.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day today.
They're going to rebuild.
They say?
I think they're going to rebuild the hut or something.
I don't know. Bit warm though today. Yeah, okay, I better go home.
Take it easy.
All right.
Okay. At my phone. There we go. We can. Sorry about that, guys. That's a neighbour of mine. That lives in the village here, and I thought she'd come up and say hello to me. So I thought, yeah, I'd do the right thing by saying hello back to her, dude. So yeah. Yeah, so the announcement is Bonte is running a bit late. 5, sorry, oof, 5 to 10 minutes late. Hang on, guys. I got it. Yeah. Hang on, guys. There we go. Sorry, I do apologise. I'm bad. Sorry. Mm. Nothing. I'm just we had a bit of a conversation before about people with ADHD and autism, and I was just saying to them how they never have to be afraid of, sharing that with people. And yeah, we were just having a good um discussing about it, that's all. Um and that was really cool. I really did enjoy it. It was something to really think about. Because people sometimes don't think about those sort of situations. They don't realize about that sort of thing. I guess what I'm trying to say, they sweep it under the carpet. Um, they sweep it under the carpet, sort of thing, and then sometimes then it gets a bit too much for them, and they think, "Oh well, why didn't I talk about this before?" So yeah, I'm a bit of not an ambassador. I wouldn't say I was an ambassador, because let's face it, I'm not an ambassador. I'm just Peter. You know, I'm just Peter running a YouTube channel called Dream Team Adventures, which I started with my support workers, and I'm just showing you my everyday life, living in my tasks and my downfalls and my joys and my lows and my highs to show you what life is about, and putting myself out there um, for you, for you lovely people. Um, just to show you that life is not easy. Life can be hard sometimes. Life can be a challenge sometimes. It's not life doesn't always go to how you expect it to go. Um, Thank you, my friend. I do appreciate you saying that. See, this is what I like on this channel now. I'm getting a lot of compliments from people that this, they stumble across this channel, right? I know a lot of you guys have, probably seen me on YouTube, on your TVs, your internets, wherever. And you probably thought, well, who's this guy? The Dream Team Adventures. He is with a bunch of ladies. What is the purpose of this channel? As you know, I've just explained it to you. The channel is about us, that my support work supporting me in my goals, my dreams in life. That's why we're called the Dream Team. And my dreams and my goals in life, my everyday activities that I do at the moment, I'm still waiting for a van to come back. It's having curtains being made for it. I'm waiting for that to get back this week sometime. And then we'll be doing the Dream Team stuff. I'll be taking you um basically along with me on things that I do, like if I everyday life living skills, things like if I go to the mechanic for like a service, I'll come with you. If I book it in, I'll take his with me. Um, to show you that what you can do with your support workers, that they help you to do your everyday goals and they joke around with you, they become your friends and all that sort of jazz. They're not always support workers don't think support workers are just they just sit there and they just talk to you and